This is Mia Shanail with Love of Homes Real Estate Group. Welcome back to our channel. This month we are doing a lender series with Christine Hartman with Bay Mortgage. She's going to tell us about what a buyer needs to get pre-approved for a home mortgage.
The main things are your credit score. Have you started to save for your down payment? What's your time frame? Do you have an idea of what your price point is? If you don't know that, then I usually will ask them what are they comfortable with in regard to a monthly mortgage payment, so we can kind of back into what the price point will be.
A lot of times buyers get a little nervous when it comes time to filling out the application. So Christine is going to go over what the application process looks like.
In order for you to get prepared, call your lender. We'll send you a link. You complete that in about 15 to 20 minutes. And what we're looking for is a 2-year history of where you've worked and where you've lived. Then the next part of the application is where are your assets coming from? Is it going to be in a checking account, a savings account? Is it stock, a 401? Are you going to get gift funds? All of this information is so important, and it will smooth out the process and the time that it takes to get to underwriting if we have this information up front. Another thing that you'd want to have in place is making sure that you have your documents available. Please, no screenshots of your bank statements. Don't be holding up a document and snapping a picture of it. Everything is available to you as a PDF. So if you're a W-2 employee, you can log onto your intranet and grab your W-2s or your pay stubs. Save that as a PDF, and then we have a portal where you actually click on the button and it's going to ask you for your most recent 30-day pay stubs, your most recent 2-year W-2s. If you are self-employed, please have your tax returns ready. We need to see your personal and your business, all pages, all schedules. So these are the things that I come across on a daily is we'll ask you for documents, bank statements, all pages, even if blank. If you leave that off, then I have to come back to you and say, hey, can you upload that page that was left blank intentionally? We need to see all pages, and I know that borrowers think that it's not important, but we need to see the full, if it's page 1 through 8, then we need to see all 8 pages. And same thing with the W-2s. Again, no snapshots, no texting it, it's not secured. Don't send me your social security number in an email, that's not secured. So we're putting all of these things in place to, 1, protect your identity, and 2, so that we have a central location so that we're not coming back to you and asking, hey, Mr. or Mrs. Borrower, can you upload March's bank statement? And you said, oh, well, I sent it to Christine. Well, Christine's out in the field a lot, so my team, they are looking for this and it's in my email. I have to pull over, stop, go through email. So it's really, it makes it so much easier if you just upload it to the portal. It's secure and it's a better way to service you, so that we're not asking for those documents again.
When in the process of buying a new home, there are several items that you should avoid doing. Christine is going to go over what those items are.
Credit report. So if you don't go out and buy a car, if you don't charge up your credit cards, if you don't change jobs, if all of that stays the same, your credit report is good for 120 days. That's how long your pre-qual will stay qualified, so to speak.
One of the most common questions we come across is, what if you have a job change during the time you're trying to move? Let's see what Christine has to say about that.
You're in the midst of applying and you have your pre-qual. Let's say you got this a couple of months ago or a couple of weeks ago. If you are changing jobs, please call your lender, talk to them about that. Don't drop this on them when you're under contract. There are certain things that we can get from you that can fulfill that guideline that we're going to have proof that you are still going to be employed after you close, or you just recently changed jobs during the course of purchasing your home. These things are very, very important, but if you talk to the lender, if you talk to me, if you communicate, ask me these questions, that's what I'm here for. There is usually a solution, and it's fairly easy, but if you go ahead and do this prior to talking with me, it could be a hurdle that we can't overcome. One of those is going from a W-2 to a 1099. 1099 is considered self-employed. You want to have 2 years of self-employment behind you in order for us to be able to use that as qualifying income. So all of this is really, really important. Again, this goes back to communication. If you have questions, reach out. That's what we're here for. We're professionals. We can guide you through the process of, one, getting pre-qualified, and two, staying qualified as you go through the process.
Another common question we get is, how long is my pre-approval letter good for? Let's see what Christine has to say about that.
So your credit report is good for 120 days, and typically the pre-qual letter will last as long as the credit report does. So we'll have to re-pull credit. I try not to do that if everything has remained as is when I pulled your credit 120 days ago. But again, if something has come up and you notice a shift in your scores, whether you're using Credit Karma, Equifax, your FICO score from your bank, just let me know. We'll talk about it. We'll see if we need to pull your credit again to see if you still are qualified.
Thanks again for tuning into our lender series. Come back to our channel for more videos with Christine, and stay tuned for even more.